From Sam Zackheim Stadium in Danville on the campus of Monte Vista High School, it's an East Bay League matchup as 5-1 California visits 1-5 Monte Vista. Hello again, everybody. I'm Joe Castellano along with Scott Gordon. And Monte Vista, they had high hopes coming into the season. They were pretty highly regarded, but they've fallen on hard times. California, on the other hand, they have lived up to expectations at 5-1 and one of the best teams in the Bay Area.
You know what, though? You got to throw out that 5-1 record and that 1-5 record for Monte Vista and California, respectively, because these two teams are rivals, and last year Monte Vista got the best of them. California wants to come out tonight, take control of this football game for Monte Vista. It's homecoming. They want to have a big show.
Well, on the California side, they can run the ball with Blake Beerwith. He has almost 1,000 yards rushing so far this season.
No secret at all what head coach Eric Bellicci's going to do. He is somebody that's going to run the Stanford power eye attack. They run a lot of power. Blake Beerwith is a young man that put on 25 pounds in the offseason. It's all muscle. You can see just 6 games into the season, almost 1,000 yards, 16 touchdowns. They like to run 2 tight ends. They're going to try to run it over for Monte Vista. They're going to try to stack the box with 8 defensively to try to shut that down.
And he has a couple of 200-yard games so far this season. Just over 10 minutes to go in the first half. The Grizzlies leading at 7-0 and looking for more. In the I formation, Beerwith along the right sidelines bullies his way to about the 25-yard line. Got about 4 yards.
Little zone play to the outside, just trying to get some extension down there. And a very good up and down runner, Beerwith, a power runner, runs up and down. All the Eric Dickerson. You can see the big 3 and the big 5, but he does a nice job of finishing his runs. Picks up 5 on that run.
Well, he had a 206-yard game against Amador Valley with 4 touchdowns, 209 yards and 5 touchdowns against Castro Valley. Play action. Owen fires quickly over the middle. Caught. 6.
Quarterbacks don't mind holding penalties as long as they get called.
Cameron Owen, almost 600 yards this year coming in. Draw play. Beerwith.
There, Spencer Thompson-Myers, great kick, and that's a great job of Eric Bellicci knowing what he needs to do. He's going to have to win some games. They only have 1 loss this year by 2 points to Pittsburgh, so they're going to have the kicking game in order. But that one, probably the best defensive play from a DB standpoint, Alex Brown.
Well, he used his size. He was able to jump up and his leaping ability, really, there. Here is Beerwith. And he gets across the 40 to about 37. They'll bring up 3rd and 5.
They've got a nice balance. You know, Cornwell is more of a slasher, speed guy, and Beerwith is just a guy that's going to beat you down. He's going to come downhill, 7 yards deep in the backfield, and get up the field. They pick up 5 yards on 2nd down.
Rolo checks back in. He had the touchdown reception earlier.
4 yards of carry. Bellicci will take that all night. You go with a little misdirection, counter play inside. Good job by Matt Snyder on the lead.
Owen calling out the play from the 21. Got Beerwith as the tailback. Dolman is the fullback. Beerwith, 2 hands on the ball, and he gets about 4 yards. 2nd and 6.
Good way to start things off. You know, you want to stop the momentum that Monte Vista's done. A slow, time-consuming drive. You got to think run, a little play action. That's what they want to do. Beerwith picks up 4 yards. 1 point in the first half. He had 5 carries for 20 yards. He's the workhorse. He grabs the ball up with 2 arms. They get 4 or 5 yards within. That's what they're going to try to go with. Left on this field. How many plays left with your high school buddies? You want to make this one count. See the last 5 years. They played some good teams. They San Ramon Valley, Davis South, Pittsburgh.
3rd and 6. Beerwith jukes his way across the 35. First down. What a run. At one point he was hopping on 1 foot and still was able to get first down yardage for 8 yards there.
This is all Blake Beerwith. Does a good job here. You talked about broken arm tackle down the field by Alex Brown. Got into the secondary, picked up a first down. Circle that play with 3:30 to go on 3rd and 6. They were able to pick it up on the ground. You can see 8 carries for almost 40 yards. Brown got into the secondary, picked up a first down. Circle that play with 3:30 to go on 3rd and 6. They were able to pick it up on the ground. You can see 8 carries for almost 40 yards.
During the 3rd quarter, lots lots of time left in the game. 3-point lead for California, and they are driving. Putting together a good drive here. Beerwith again. Breaks free. Across the 25. And close to another first down. Blake Beerwith is starting to really pick it up with his legs.
There's a couple people that love this drive, the offensive line and the coaching staff. This is just a test of will. We're going to give you the ball. We're going to power run it. There you see, you talk about this. They try to clone the Stanford. Great block upfield by Kurt Olson, opening up that hole. First down.
Go down the sidelines and Kate Scott.
All right, Joe. Well, as we saw in that last Cal High drive, a lot of their success revolves around their running back, Blake Beerwith. And a lot of folks also say that Blake's running style is a great metaphor for the Grizzlies squad as a whole. Both of them are really straight ahead, relentless, freight train type runners. And they just like to have a no-nonsense approach. And they like to take their success as well as their struggles in stride. They never get too high or too low. And a lot of that can be attributed to their coach, Eric Belanchy, who played his high school ball at De La Salle. Now, the Spartans, long known as a no-nonsense program as a whole. And it sure seems like Coach Belanchy has instilled that approach in his running back Beerwith, as well as the rest of the guys on his Cal High squad.
Well, thanks, Kate. Certainly his defense has had